In this video, we will use the properties of logarithms to expand logarithmic expressions. Recall that there really are only three rules for logarithms: the product rule, the quotient rule, and the power rule. We also have a change of base formula that allows us to change the base to any other base. And then there are a few other properties that we use very often. For example, log base a of a is 1 because a to the first is a. Similarly, log base a of 1 is 0 because a to the 0 is 1. And for this one down here, the log base a of a to the x basically says, what power do I have to raise a to get a to the x? Of course, the answer there is x. And then this last one is a little bit harder to understand. Let's take this expression, which is in exponential form, and write it in logarithmic form. Before we do that, let's just put a little question mark here to say we don't know what this expression is equal to. So if I write it in logarithmic form, I say log base a of that question mark is the exponent, which is log base a of x. And you can see then that that question mark should be x. There are a couple of common errors. Remember that log of a product is a sum of logs. We have no rule for the log of a sum or difference. The log of a quotient, remember, is the difference of the logs, not the quotient of the logs. And if I have the log raised to a power, not the argument raised to a power, then I cannot bring that power down in front. And you'll see examples of these as we go along. So for our first examples, let's express each of the following as a product without exponents. So we're going to take this -3 and bring it down and get -3 log base a of 11. For this next one, I don't really have a rule for a fourth root, but I can rewrite a fourth root as a 1/4 power. So we will get 1/4 log base a of 7. So all I've done there is bring that power down in front. And for this one, we will bring our power down in front and get 6 times the natural log of x. Let's use the change of base formula to change this to base 10. So in this particular case, when we change it to base 10, we don't have to write the base. And we'll just do log of 8 divided by the log of 5. So some of you will have to do this if you do not have keys on your calculator that allow you to find a log base 5. And if we do this in our calculator, we will get approximately 1.292. What you do need to remember is when you put this in your calculator, it will automatically come up with that parenthesis, and you do need to close that parenthesis. All right, let's take some more examples, and we want to express these as sums or differences. So we know that if I have the log of a quotient, it's the log base t of 8 minus the log base t of w. This here is a product. So we have log base 5 of 0.2 plus log base 5 of x. Now, these are going to get a little more complicated because not only do I have a product, I also have a quotient and I have some powers. So step by step, it might look like this. We'll first deal with the quotient. Log base a of x squared y to the 5th, so log base a of the numerator minus log base A of the denominator. Then I notice that I have a product, so I will break that one up. Log base A of x squared plus log base A of y to the fifth minus log base A of z to the fourth. And finally, I will bring my exponents down in front of their respective logs and get 2 log base A of x plus 5 log base A of y minus 4 log base A of z. For example D, I first want to rewrite this square root as a 1/2 exponent. Now in this particular case, I have two options. Because the 1/2 is applied to both the x and the y, I could bring that 1/2 down in front, or I could apply the 1/2 exponent to the x and the y and then break it up. I think I'll do the latter. So I'm going to have log base 10, we don't have to write it, of x to the 3/2 plus log base 10 of y to the -2, and then bringing our exponents down in front of their respective logs, I'll get 3/2 log x plus -2 log y. Our last two examples on this page are important ones to pay attention to. They each have something that we can learn from. For the first one, E, we notice that we have a product. And it's important to notice that the -8 is only on the y. So we cannot bring that -8 down in front. We have to first break this up as a product. So the natural log of x plus the natural log of y to the -8. And then I can bring my -8 exponent down in front of the natural log of y. The second example, F, we have again some products. We have a quotient and we have some powers. So I'm going to do this in a step-by-step format. So we'll have log base b of the numerator, 3x squared, minus log base b of w to the fifth, y to the fourth. Then I have a couple of products. I have a product here and I have a product here. And so I'm going to say log base b of 3 plus log base b of x squared minus, now it's subtracting the whole thing, so I do need parentheses, log base b of w to the fifth plus log base b of y to the fourth. As a final step, I will bring my exponents down in front of their respective logs. And I will also distribute this negative through. So log base b of 3 plus 2 log base b of x minus 5 log base b of w minus 4 log base b of y. And what I want you to notice is that these two things that were in the denominator have a negative sign in front of them. And that is something useful to know when we take these things and condense them into a single log.